press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hi students, welcome back to your social science class. We are going to continue the chapter social movements, and we were discussing about environmental movements. We had a short introduction to why and who does this. So today in brief or in detail we are going to study a few of them, 6 environmental movements that are there, and then move ahead into the women's movements and learn about certain things that we can. If possible, we will move also into alcohol prohibition movement. Okay, farmers movement and laborers movement we can see later. Okay, now the basic understanding of these environmental movements was to protect the environment. That much you understand, enough. Okay, basic thing was to protect the environment. So a lot of people who are learned, who are intellectuals, who are into academic fields, okay, the academicians, all these people came together for a common goal. What is that common goal? To protect the environment. Now, first one what we are going to study is the Chipko movement that is there. Now, in this Tehri Garhwal district, okay, Advani village, there was a village called as Advani village, and 2,500 trees were asked to be cut down. Okay, and the government had given a license to cut down these 2,500 trees in Advani village of Tehri Garhwal district. Now, there were a lot of women who were working there, and a lot of women in that. What did they decide? They decided to go and hug the trees. Okay, decided to go and hug the trees in order to do what? In order to protect that trees, because they knew they had a lot of living from those trees. They had their streams flowing, they had fodder for their cattle, they had food that is getting, that is they can get from that forest. So they knew a lot of benefits out of those forests, and the protection that they could get, and the pleasant weather that they had. Everything was easy and pleasant for them. So they went on to hug on these trees, okay, in order to protect this environment. But this and this moment of hugging these trees was called as Chipko. Okay, Hindi you say, isn't it? Chipak ke rehna. That is Chipko. Okay, Chipko movement. Now, this woman, these women who are behind this kind of a movement of hugging those trees, and then it came on to be termed as Chipko movement. They, the effects of those people hugging those trees was long lasting. That kind of a feeling of protecting the environment was long lasting. And the permission that was given, the license that was given by the government to cut down the trees was taken back, that is withdrawn from the actions of these women. Next one is Apiko movement of Karnataka. Now in 1983 there was a village named as Salyani, and in this this kind of an Apiko movement happened. The local people, there was a contractor who wanted to cut down these trees, okay, trees in Kalase forest, and people opposed that contractor in cutting the forest from the Kalase place. What did they do? They also stood on to hug the trees. You can see the beautiful picture there. They went on to hug the trees there, and the people so wanted to stop smuggling there, wanted to stop smuggling in a way, and that is why they went on to hug these trees and have and protect the environment. They also wanted to create awareness on the importance of growing forest. See, now you must understand, even if we sow a seed, if it has to become a tree and if we have to yield the fruits out of it, we have to wait for so many years. So many years for that to become such a huge tree. Even with life, with our lives, isn't it? Can an infant just become a 20-year-old in an instant? No. You should some magic to it, otherwise how will it grow? It also takes time. Even there, life takes time. The growth of a seed into a sapling and then growing on to a smaller version of a tree and then the larger part of the tree that is there. It also wants to make its roots strong, wants to spread out its branches, its leaves should come. All is a process, it takes time. So if we cut down one tree, Imagine even if you are planting another one, look at the amount of time that another sapling is going to take in order to become this big tree that you have cut down. Especially it is done for the construction of roads and other things, construction of buildings, trees are cut down because they need that space there. And it's very difficult after. If you go to the cities, it is so suffocating because of no fresh air. Just walk into the city, all buildings here and there, absolutely no trees, and it's a very suffocating environment. It looks easy and nice because everything is available, but the environment, the air that you are breathing is polluted. Okay. Next is Narmada Bachao Andolan. Now, there is a dam built across river Narmada, okay, under this Sardar Sarovar project, and they took a lot of local tribal people away. According to the studies that they found, these dams would affect the ecological balance that is there of that area, and then the people protested against construction of that dam under the leadership of Medha Patkar. Okay, under the leadership of this person, this construction of the dam was protested against because it would spoil the ecological balance, and this went on for a very long period. So in our country, anything that starts goes on for a very long period. We have to wait and wait, isn't it? Our wait never ends. Then the Silent Valley movement. Now this was in Palghat of Valley of Palghat in Kerala. Okay, dam was also proposed to be built there. Then this building of this dam again would disturb the ecological balance. Now we need to have ecological balance, isn't it? Life that exists, animals that are there, birds that are there, the trees around us, everything is creating ecological balance. Now if you see the food chain, if one of them is destroyed, the entire food chain disrupts. Entire food chain is in confusion. One of them is missing. Just see the entire food chain, one of them is missing. If it's a bigger food chain, okay, one or two here it's adjustable. If one, animal can take its prey in another way, another animal. But if it's having its prey only on one aspect, then that going away of that one food chain or extinction of that one food chain there, one entity of that food chain will vanish away the entire thing. Okay? Same like if we have no water at all, what are we going to do without water? We need, isn't it? That's why protection, save water and do this and do that is told. Not a joke, but it is to be taken on a serious note. Now these people in this from Kerala Sahitya Parishad, they went on to oppose this project of construction of the dam there. But these people in the movement were successful in stopping from the construction of dam and protecting the Silent Valley's ecological balance. Next is the Coastal Karnataka Environment Movement. Here a Mangalore refineries and petrochemical plant was to be started, and people of Mangalore opposed it. And why did they oppose these petrochemical refineries, petrochemical plant and Mangalore refineries? Because of the harmful chemicals that it would let in the environment, okay, and the harmful chemicals that would be let out in the sea as well. So this movement was opposed. The establishment also of the there is a place called Nandikur, okay, in there the thermal power plant also was being opposed because and given special economic zone, and no people have no residential areas there. There is these are ways people come together, okay. Next is Kaiga nuclear power plant. This was also for the coastal Karnataka, okay, people in the coastal Karnataka, under the leadership of Shivarama Karanta went on to oppose this, what is happening, the Kaiga nuclear plant in the coastal Karnataka. They wanted to oppose this nuclear power plant because deforestation would take place if they wanted to have this, and see if they want to have this power plant there. Effects you see that they're going to have deforestation, the chemicals are going to be let out, so pollution is there, then radiation would spoil too many species in the ecosystem. So everything will go in imbalance. An imbalance would make it very difficult for life to exist. So people like Medha Patkar, Sundarlal Bahugana also have been of great support and great help in protecting the environment. Okay. Now, hunger protests, that's mass hunger protests, too many people, mass. Okay, mass hunger protests have also been taken place in order to protect these environments. Now, ecology that is there, it's not an independent science, it's a part of our life. Everything is important. We have been trying to save the sparrows. Can you see sparrows anywhere? We can't see sparrows anywhere. Very rare. Crows also have come down. Where can you see those crows? It's been a long time that I have not seen a crow anywhere. Sparrows are becoming, sparrows have already gone extinct, I feel, because I have not seen it anywhere for so many years now. Earlier there were so many sparrows. See, these birds going away is also affecting our lives. We think, okay, what are we going to do with the crows? But going away of the crows becoming extinct also. Crows may be there here and there, but I don't know. As far as I have observed, I have not seen these two kinds of birds anywhere for a very long time. When I was very small, I had seen this lot of crows in our houses, but we used to come near our houses, sparrows as well. These pigeons also. But right now, the area that I belong to, I have never seen such a kind of species again. So see, we must understand, we cannot simply say, oh, the crow is gone, what are we going to do? The crow also has, see, this is a cycle. We must understand everything, every bird, every animal, everything that's happening in and around us is a cycle. It's also affecting the other one. One affects the other. That's why we'll have to protect our environment in many, many ways. See, one is these avoid plastics, and so many things are being laid down, isn't it? Carry your own bags, carry your own water bottles. Why are they saying? It's not a joke that they are doing on you. Whoever is saying is it talking sensible. They have made a lot of studies onto it. They have written about it. They have learned about it. So whatever they say, they are saying on a serious note. They are not making fun about anything that is happening. Why are they doing it on a serious note? To protect what's going to happen in the future, to protect your own lives now. Our lifespan has also come down because of certain things that we are doing to the environment. Why people there used to live from 90 to hundreds? Why are we dying at 60s? Okay, so you understand the difference? Lifespan of people has also come down because we are not protecting. What are we breathing? All polluted air that we are breathing. What is happening to your body when you are breathing all the polluted air that is there? Nothing. You are becoming simply like a ball that has nothing in it. Okay, like what is that? Filling the ball with polluted air. In turn affecting whatever is happening to you inside. Okay, then this was environmental movement. See, please read for yourself these things, very easy to remember. Next is women's movements. Now this also took place around 1980s in different political parties. Women's movement also came up in order to oppose the patriarchal values that are there. Now I mentioned to you in the last class, we have to vanish away all the systems of the patriarchy, then we're going to have a better society. Matriarchy as well. You have to consider everything equal. Boy or girl, man or woman, anybody. Decisions have to be equal. Decisions or positions have to be equal. Now women have understood the realities and they are much more ahead than what men are doing. Some women are very bold in it. Some women are very confident with what they do. They are not worried about what gender they belong to, nothing. See, gender is created again by the society. We have nothing to do with gender-based roles or gender-based systems that are there. Anybody can do anything if you have the capacity. So discrimination should stop down, and then that's how we will go. Now, why did they want to oppose the patriarchal values? Because it was exploiting women, as well as they was creating inequality on the basis of gender. This is what I mentioned to you. On the basis of gender, discrimination was going on. Gender is a term given by the society, male, female, okay, man and woman. as you're born, your sex may be decided, okay, male or female. But after that, what's going to be determined with, like, okay, if you're a female, this is the set of things that you have to do. If you're the male, set of the things that you have to do. That is the society doing it. Nobody do. When you are born, what do you know? Nothing. How do you learn? And from the society around you. So women at that time wanted to stop away these patriarchal values that are there. Some traditional families I've seen very orthodox kind of thinking. They still believe in the past that, oh, women are not supposed to go out of the house, women are not supposed to do when they are menstruating, women are not supposed to do this, not do that. Everything is NOT. Nothing go and do. Absolutely, they say nothing doing. They are not doing anything. Okay, very bad attitude of certain families that are there. Then, another way they wanted to stop this because they were being affected by a lot of dowry system that was there. Dowry is, see, all boys also must understand this. Why do you take dowry? Why do you ask for dowry, by the way? Why don't you simply take the girl and both can have their independent lives? Certain traditional families still take dowry because it's I've told you, somewhere here and there in the corner it's going unnoticed, but it's happening. Okay, then exploitation was happening, and even though India was going on a lot of transformation, exploitation was going on, is still going on, and will still go on for the future. When are we going to put that full stop is still the question in our minds. Now, these patriarchal values that considered women to be slaves, women to be fit only for the kitchen, okay. Now, I have heard people say these comments, why have you taken up arts? Okay, what are you going to do? Just get married off and stay in the house. So, what kind of attitude or what kind of an question was that? If you've taken up arts, see the connection, that's it. There's absolutely no logic in it, but still, if you've taken up arts, what are you going to do? Just get married and sit in the house. But people who have taken him to humanities have done much better than the rest of them. Nobody knows about it. That's what, we have not made awareness, or we have not broadened our knowledge. That is the reason this is happening. Then, women are also subjected to mental and physical abuse, and women mostly see men used to drink and come, hit their wives, okay, children are in trouble. Children are not looked after easily, okay, not given a good life. So all these kind of abuses that were happening, and even if the woman was working, the money all used to go to the husband, he used to spend on drinking. Earlier it used to happen, okay, certain things happen even today. Drunkards are still there, but see the effects that's happening on somebody else. And dowry harassment, rapes and other exploitations that even happen today, it was happening then. For all these systems that they had to be put down or brought down, they started these women's movements that are there. Now, domestic violence has also taught us what kind of an independence women have, what kind of independence woman has inside the house as well as outside the house. How much of independent decisions can she make? How much of independence or freedom does she have inside the house as well as outside the house? See, certain families are really good. They do consider even their daughter-in-laws as their daughters and their own family, and they are happy and nice. Some consider her as an outsider. Again, she has to fight inside the house and outside the house for her place. Why do we give her a chance to fight for her independence or fight for her place wherever she is? Why can't we let her be? Why can't we let her do what she would like to do? Why can't we contribute and appreciate her for what she's doing? We don't, isn't it? We don't have words to say what she's doing because she's doing much better than us. So she is very important. He is also very important. Both together are important. We are important. That should be the understanding. Everybody should have. Now if you have siblings, you have brothers or sisters, you still feel, isn't it? We are connected because he's my brother, she's my sister. Why don't we feel with the rest of the people in our society? We should feel us, we, ours. and then we can change. These pronouns are not given simply. They are given for a purpose. Make use of that purpose in the language of English. Why do we, in our local languages also we do have words like these for our own. We do have, isn't it? Ours, theirs, them. Why them? Say us. Alright? Okay. Then kidnaps used to happen, assets attacks used to happen, human trafficking that was there, okay, taking away, murders that were happening, all these kind of things were really disturbing the society, really disturbing the woman she was and she wanted to be. So, honor killing was also done, okay, honor of clan was transferred or transformed into honor killing. Then women were denied many rights that have been considered under Articles 14, 15, 16 and 39 for equal rights of work and wages. Now even these daily laborers who are going, if you see the pace that is given to them, men are paid more than the women. It still happens, I have seen it, men are paid more than the women, at least 100 rupees more. Why? Who are we going to question why? Everything has a question why. But the answer, nobody knows it. Answer nobody has for it, answer nobody knows for it. We can always question why and why and why. Why, what, where, when, all WH questions we can put. But the right answer or the right explanation to that, none of us know. None of us know why. Because that is a patriarchal system that we live in. Okay, basic cause and reason for it is the patriarchal system that we live in. It has been built in that time and it has been moving and it will still be moving. So do you get my point? Why I am giving you all these questions? I want you to think, okay? Thinking will improve. That's why I am posing all these questions to you. That's why I am, more than what I have to tell here, I am asking you questions because I want you to think. I want you to think because you and I are going to become, we form that young population that's there. We are going to take forward certain things. We are going to have certain things in the society in the future. We are going to see a number of years. We may have years apart from each other, you and I, yet not many years apart from what we are going to see in the future. So this is a connection that you and I have. We'll have to question what's happening. We'll have to question what's, that is reason for truth. You must reason. Reasoning abilities should improve, okay? So question yourselves for today because I would like to stop here at the women's movement. We're going to go into alcohol prohibition movement in the coming class, okay? So think about how women are respected in your houses, in your neighborhood, in the larger society that you have, to the religion you belong. Does your religion teach you good things? Every religion teaches good things, but we don't take the good ones. Every holy book has written good things. Have you ever opened and read it? Rarely do we read it. That is the problem. Our reading abilities and reading capacities are very low. Lack of patience to read. So start beginning reading something. Your reading will take you to a different world. Mark my words and believe me, reading is going to take you into a different world which you will never experience anywhere. Okay? So read any book, pick any book, go to your libraries. When you come back to school, go to your libraries and pick the books that you would like to read. Short story books, long story books, or big novels, whatever. Any informative books. I'm not telling you don't read only stories because I teach English. I am not telling you don't read only story books. You can read any book, okay? Encyclopedias are there. You can have information from it. Ultimately read, that's it, okay? So we have finished 3 movements here. Read this much from your textbook before we start the next movement in the coming class. Another 2 more parts I think we could wind up this lesson and then move on to something else, okay? Thank you very much students for listening.